Welcome back to another video. This video is from an air show, the Aerolegends air show at North Weald. There are some World War II aircraft, including the C-47, and my reenactment group, the 502nd Pathfinders, alongside Miss Drop 44, put together a display of paratroopers from the 502nd PIR in Normandy. So, as you can probably see, the weather wasn't great, and it was quite windy. As a result, a couple aircraft didn't turn up, including a P-51 Mustang, and not that much public turned up either. So it was mostly just our group standing around with Miss Drop 44. The wind, in fact, was so bad that it completely interfered with the camera's microphone, and you can hardly hear a thing in this video, so I will just talk over it. So, this is our drop zone we set up as Pathfinders. This is set up in the same way as the Pathfinders of the 502nd PIR would have set up their drop zone A in Normandy in the town of Saint-Germain-de-Verville. So, these have got holophane lamps. There are 7 of them lined up in a T shape. So what would happen would be that these lights would light up. They're color-coded, and the aircraft would be flying in that direction towards the crossbar of the T. Now, when the aircraft reach the crossbar, they will then drop their first paratrooper, creating a spread of paratroopers somewhere beyond the T for the drop zone. The drop zone lights would have been color-coded, so for drop zone A, the lights would have been green, and they are when you light them. For daytime operations, not like D-Day, fluorescent panels would have been used instead of the holophane lamps. And now we're heading towards the Eureka beacon. That's a PPN-1 Eureka beacon, which sends out a radio signal to the lead aircraft, that's it there, to the lead aircraft in the formation, which would receive the signal with a Rebecca receiver, and that will help the aircraft to find the drop zone, finding the radio frequency. And here is the sort of main part of the display where most of the public seem to be interested in. There's some equipment there, T5 parachute and reserve chute, I believe that's original, as well as a BC-1000 field radio, also known as the SCR-300 if I'm not wrong. Information about the parachute, and some other various items. There's our mannequin paratrooper there, and my old boots, which this happened, have been put to good use, which will be attached to the bottom of those trousers. And yeah, the mortar, this is some of the stuff that the public were interested in. All the guns on the table, especially the kids who were very interested in the guns and actually wanted to find how heavy they were. At the end of the day, after pretty much doing nothing, just as we were packing up, the event organisers offered us a photograph with the C-47 and the B-17, so we said, well, why not? So, had our photographs taken, and it was quite nice getting close to the C-47 and the B-17, although we didn't get to go inside the C-47, which is a shame, because some members of the public did, and they paid £99 to taxi around in it. Now, this is an original photograph of the Pathfinders of the 502nd PIR, and this is the one we recreated of it. And once I got home, I had some fun playing around with it, turning it into black and white to make it look original, then mixing in our members of the group with the original Pathfinders to create this, which I think is my favourite photo. That's one of the Spitfires starting its engine and about to take off. Yeah. Here are some photographs I took of the C-47. We got quite close to it, which was nice. And also the B-17 Sally B, which came in from Duxford, I believe. We also watched it take off. Here they were trying to start the engines, as Dan from Miss Drop said they were turning the sails on it. And someone else said there could be a big rubber band inside, which is quite funny. That's the engines rolling. Yeah. and then the English weather, being the English weather, decided to rain. So we were standing in the rain, just pouring down on us, except for all of Miss Drop 44, who ran off at the first raindrop. And yeah, well, that's the C-47. We watched the B-17 taxi for what seemed like an eternity before it decided to take off. It's still taxiing. It's still taxiing. Hopefully we'll see it take off soon. If not, I'll get bored doing the talking before you get bored doing the watching. I think the next video is a takeoff. Let's see. Aha! There's a photograph of me taking that previous video. Here's us at the display. Some pictures of us at the C-47. More pictures. More pictures. More pictures. This time with the B-17. More pictures. You can tell how bored I am just looking at this while recording, talking rubbish. There's a nice black and white photo. I'll let you watch.